The indefinite integral of x sine x dx. Find dv. So first we have to know the integration by parts rule, which is indefinite integral of u dv. So first of all, we know that the u comes before dv and the u depends on the late rule. So in this question, the u is x because algebraic comes before trigonometric functions, and sine x dx is dv because it comes after it, because u is basically x. So it's obvious that the answer is A. dv is equals to sine x. The indefinite integral of x secant squared x dx. Find u. In order to find u, we need to know the integration by parts rule, which is indefinite integral of u dv. So first of all, we have to know which one comes first in this equation. We have algebraic and trigonometric function, which basically the algebraic comes before trigonometric functions. So the answer is B, which is u equals x, because algebraic comes before trigonometric functions. The indefinite integral of x squared cosine x dx. Find u. So in order to find u, we need to know the integration by parts rule, which is the indefinite integral of u dv. So basically we need to know the u. The u always comes based on the late rule. First of all, we have algebra, and we have algebraic trigonometric functions. So in the rule, algebraic comes before trigonometric functions. So basically the answer is B, which is u equals x to the power of 2, because based on the rule, the algebraic comes before trigonometric functions. The indefinite integral of x cosine x dx. Find u. In order to find u, we have to know the rule of the integration by parts, which is the indefinite integral of u dv. We just need to know this part of the rule. So when you need to find the u, you have to know which one comes first from the I-late rule. The u and dv, the u depends on the rule. So if we got algebraic before trigonometric, then u is algebraic. In this question, we have x is algebraic and cosine x dx is trigonometric, so the x comes before. So basically the answer is B, which is u equals x.
Integration by parts. The rule of integration by parts is the indefinite integral of u dv equals uv minus the indefinite integral v du. The indefinite integral of x cosine x dx is equals to. First step is we need to find u and dv. Our u is x and the dv is cosine x dx. Our u is x and our dv is cosine x dx. Our second step is to find du and v. To find du, we need to find the derivative of u, and the derivative of u is 1, so we're going to write dx. And to find v, we need to know the integral of cosine x dx. The integral of cosine x dx is sine x. Now we're going to rewrite the equation and apply the formula. First we're going to put u, and u is x, and then we're going to write v, and v is sine x, and then we're going to put the minus sign and the indefinite integral, and the v is sine x, and the du is dx. Now we're going to simplify. We're going to put this as it is since it's already done. So x sine x minus the sine x dx is going to be minus cosine x, but since it's negative and negative, we're going to have plus cosine x plus c.
Determine the infinite integral of x sine 2x dx. I'm going to use integration by parts formula to solve this question. First, I have to determine u and dv. So, the first one is going to be u, then the rest is going to be dv. So, to find du, take the derivative of u. So, u equals x. Now I have to find the derivative. So, du equals dx, which is the derivative. So, to find v, we have to integrate dv. So, dv is sine 2x dx. So, dv equals, as we can see here, sine 2x dx. We have to integrate it. So, to integrate this, we have to use the integration rule. So I wrote the two rules we're going to use in this formula. So for this question, because we have here sine, we're going to use the second rule. So I'm going to apply it. So minus 1 over a. So 2 here is a. So I'm going to apply it. So minus 1 over 2. Then it says cosine. So cosine ax, which is a is 2, so 2x plus c. Then after finding u, du, v, and dv, we can apply the integration by parts rule, which is, let's write it here. So the definite integral of u dv equals u v, then minus the definite integral, the infinite, sorry, v du. So now we can apply it on the rule. So here we have, so to be easier for us to apply it on the formula, I'm gonna write the given. So we have u equals x, as we can see here. Then v, which is minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. Then the u equals dx. So now I'm gonna apply in the rule. So here we have, I'm gonna write equals. So u here we have x. Then v is minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. But here we can't write the x before the number because we have to write the coefficient first. So we can't just write x before the coefficient. We have to put the coefficient first. So it's going to be minus 1 over 2. Then I'm going to put the x. Then I'm going to complete the rest of the v, which is cosine 2x. So here we have the integral, but I have to put 1 over 2 before the integral. So we have to write the coefficient on front of the integral sign. So it's going to be 1 over 2. I'm going to complete it down. 1 over 2, then the integral. Then I'm going to I'm going to complete the rest. So cosine 2x dx. So the last step is to integrate the second part of the answer. So now I'm gonna keep the first one as it is and I'm gonna integrate this part. So equals minus 1 over 2 x cosine 2x x plus half. Okay, now I'm going to integrate this part. So here I'm gonna use the first rule because it's cosine. So 1 over a, which is a is 2. So I'm gonna complete it down. So times 1 over 2. Then we have sine ax, which is 2x, as we can see here. So 2x then plus c. So now we're going to simplify it. So how to simplify it? So here I'm gonna write this as it is because we can't simplify it more than that. So equals 1 over 2 x cosine 2x. So here we have 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 is 1 over 4. So plus 1 over 4. And I'm gonna keep the rest as it is. So sine 2x plus c. And now I'm gonna rearrange it. So it's gonna be minus. Sorry, I forgot to put the minus here. So minus x. Then here we have cosine 2x over 2. Then plus here sine. So here the reason we don't need to write the 1. So I'm gonna write sine direct. So sine 2x over 4 plus c. So after we finish the infinite integral, we should write plus c, which is the constant of the integration. So let's see which one is the answer. So the answer is B.
Evaluate the indefinite integral using integration by parts. The indefinite integral of t sine t dt. At first, we will have to indicate which is u and which is dv. The first function we have here is u, and the second function we have here is dv. Now we can tell the given u, du, v, dv. From the function given, we have u, which is t, and we have dv, which is sine t dt. Now, to find du, we will have to find the derivative of u, which is t. It is going to be dt. And to find v, we will have to find the integration of dv, sine t dt. The integration of sine is negative cosine t. And now we can apply the rule, which is the indefinite integral of u dv equals uv minus the integration of v du. Now we have the given u is t and v is negative cosine t, so it is going to be negative t cosine t minus, as we have it in the rule, the integration of v, which is negative cosine t, and du is dt. Whenever you see the integration sign, this means that we are still not done solving the problem. At first, copy the first one as it is, because we are done with it, cosine t, and minus times minus equals a positive sign, and we will have to find the integration of cosine, which is going to be sine t plus c. And now we are done solving this integration. The correct option is D.
Evaluate the indefinite integral using integration by parts. So as we know, we have to first find the u and the dv. So in our case, the x here is u, and then the rest of it is dv. So we'll just write it down. U equals x, and then dv equals e to the power 4x dx. So now we have to derive the u and integrate the dv. So it will be du equals dx, and then v equals 1 over 4 e 4x. Now write down the integration by parts formula. The integral of u dv equals uv minus integral of v du. Now we'll rewrite it with the ones we already have. So the integral of x and then dv is e for x equals u, which is x, v 1 over 4 e to the power 4x. So we'll write the 1 over 4 here because it's the coefficient, and then e for x minus integral of v, again the 1 over 4 goes there, dx. That equals 1 over 4 x e for x minus 1 over 4. And then you have to integrate this part. So it will be 1 over 4 e for x plus c. So your final answer is